Hello guys, welcome back in today's crypto technical analysis. After a week, I believe it's time to update the market. And also we're trying to break $24,000 and we had a weekly close last night. Before we start, I've got a small request as usual. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the content, do not forget to like the video. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. About 10 minutes ago, I was talking about if 17,500, which was a local bottom, was the bottom, then we should see a V-shaped recovery as we saw in 2020 March, as long as we do not revisit 17,000 or below. So can this be a scenario? Let's cover on this episode. If you're not following me, you can follow via Twitter for an instant market updates and altcoin updates at @the_magnate. If we're going to study 2017 bull market, this bull market, you need to understand what was the correction of this bull market. Each and every single time you had a top, you do correct the market. And there are specific levels that the price action usually comes, and we will see a reaction from those levels. After we reached nearly $20,000 in 2017, we had perfect correction. And this level at around 3,100, 200 levels was at around the accumulation zone for the first leg. And if you calculate from $20,000 all the way to this level, you can see a perfect dead cat bounce based on the Fibonacci levels and as well as the horizontal support and resistance, which was acting as a resistance that time. And you can see based on the multiple time frame analysis, you got perfect rejection right from 618, the golden pocket. And then once we had this upside, we had another correction, and that ended, as you remember, 2020, the March dump. And if you calculate again, from all the way from the first leg, beginning of the first leg, all the way up to the top, you will see another perfect confluence on this region. And we saw on that time, as you can see, perfect V-shaped recovery. And support and resistance lines, especially resistance lines, came very close, and it opened the door to close the resistance level based on a higher time frame. As a result, we saw a V-shaped recovery and then a bit of consolidation or accumulation, we can say, in the summer 2020, and we started pumping heavily. That was a massive pump in the market. And if you're following me since the beginning of this channel, 2020 December, that I started this channel, along the way, once we broke $20,000, I provided over 15 target price all the way up to $41,000 for BTC. And each and every single time, based on the MTF as well as the Fib levels, Fibonacci extensions, we hit exact to the target level. And if you remember in the November that I provided $68,000, $70,000 are going to be the top. So with the current price action, can we see similar scenario like in here? After finishing the correction from the bull market, can we see a first leg up, i.e. based on a market structure? Did we break the market structure based on a higher time frame? That was $6,600, $700, $6,500 was the previous top based on the weekly time frame. We broke it and we printed a higher highs, as you can see. However, as long as you do not break this low, then you will start printing a higher lows. As long as you don't print a lower low, new low, that it breaks this line, which is at 3,300, 200 levels, then you're good to go. However, at this scenario, as I'm keep mentioning, 28,000 in the first place, all the way up to $33,000. As you can see, perfect confluence around here. Plus, we had a week's play in the last summer. Without breaking these levels, based on the daily time frame as well as the higher time frames, it is going to be early for us to talk about the V-shaped recovery. After this dump, the weekly time frame doesn't look good. As long as we stay below, based on a weekly time frame, 33,000, ideally 36,500, then it's going to be early for us to talk about going back into the consolidation level. Let's not talk about the bullish scenario at this stage. The support levels are still the same, and that's why I said I'm not paying too much attention to 786, the Fibonacci levels, because we've got way further down very important levels, plus we have a lot of confluence in that area. So at the moment, as you can see, we got stuck literally on 0.67, 24,000 below $25,000. So that's another level that you have to keep an eye on based on a higher time frame, as well as you can confluence with the lower time frame levels. Moving on to a daily time frame. Based on a daily time frame, first exit setup, short setup, and exit setup came around $60,000. 26th of November, perfect retest to the dollar, and we started dumping. That was the first leg down. a bit of consolidation, then we had a second leg down. So all the way from $60,000, we saw a heavy dump in the market, and that provided to us around 70% dump, with a current price action nearly 60% dump. However, we do not have an exit signal. If we're going to pay attention, the daily time frame resistance, currently we're at a resistance, as you can see, that was a previous rejection levels, and as long as we stay below 23,200, 23,500 levels in the coming days, then we have a chance to enter into consolidation based on a daily time frame. However, without breaking based on a daily time frame, $30,000, this level, as you can see, we have a lot of wicks and confluence around here. It used to be previous support, and without breaking $30,000, it's going to be early for us to talk about the daily bullish scenario. So these are the levels based on a higher time frame. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. Before we move on to further analysis, if you want to learn all these technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8. And one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable and professional trader in the market. And it only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. During the course, you will learn day trading, scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Based on a 4-hour time frame for the swing traders setup, we had an entry level at around $21,000 all the way up to $21,500 without a panic. So the market provided already from 21,000, 21,500 level, another massive 15% with a current price action, over 13% pump in the market. As long as you manage your stop losses correctly, and there is no reason to panic at this stage. Also, I provided in the last video these levels that, as you can see, we stayed exactly over a week in this region. We started longing from here all the way up to this level, perfect to the dollar that we played. Long at around here, to the dollar rejection, shorted, and again we started longing from here. However, during the weekend I didn't pay too much attention, that I mentioned about these trades. That was another massive for the scalpers, 4% up, again 4% dump in the market, which provided you over 8% profit. So at the moment, as I said, as long as you know the time frames, you can be at the same time for the scalping short and long. However, swing, you can take your longs and manage your stop losses, but based on a higher time frame, there is no long setup at this stage. Based on a 4-hour time frame, as long as we do not see close 22,500, then the 4-hour time frame still remain under the bull's control. However, in the coming days, I will be keeping an eye on to the level of 25,000, 4,800 levels are going to be extremely important. As long as we stay around these areas in the coming days, as I said, based on a daily time frame, we have a chance to enter on a daily consolidation level, and we can talk about $28,000 and $30,000. 2-hour is a bit struggling. As you can see, we still do not have a new higher highs based on a 2-hour time frame. We should claim 24,800, as I said. As long as we stay above 23,500, 2-hour will claim the bullish scenario based on a 2-hour time frame, and we'll have a chance to go all the way up in the first place at the upper levels. That's going to be $25,000 and $26,000. However, as I said, we have to keep an eye on to the local SR levels. I do not cover 1-hour time frame on this episode. 1-hour time frame heavily under the bull's control, play level to level, and we came to an end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next